Hello and welcome to the J&J podcast. Today we have Jay, Jamie, and Eamon again. And, well, how's everyone doing today?
Good.
I feel like we have to change the name.
We have to change the name.
Yes.
J-A-J? J-J-A?
No,
Not,
keep it the same. No,
it's not just a J and a J anymore.
yes, it is. Keep it the same. We're good.
A-J-J? J-J-A? Ja-ja.
No, keep it the same. We're good. It's funny if my first name were if my name were started with the V, it would have been the JJ, but it does.
That would have got a few clicks.
Yeah, we could have just.
New definition of clickbait.
Oh, that would be fucking awesome.
Oh, damn. Here we go.
So, since we all just finished dinner, when you are cooking, what do you listen to? Are you more like the Swedish chef in the background, you're just singing along, or do you have certain styles you listen to while cooking?
Definitely listen.
I gotta listen.
You don't have to name artists, just, you normally hit like top 40 or some of your
Okay, so this is going to sound stupid, but it depends what I'm cooking. Metal, 100% metal.
new stuff, old stuff, or just wherever the day is like.
A lot of the stuff that we've actually talked about. I listen to a lot of Battle Beast, a lot of Love Bites. I listen to a shit ton of them. I love them. Sabaton I listen to a lot. When I'm cooking Nightwish,
Nice.
It's really the European metal I like when I'm cooking barbecue.
The normal day-to-day stuff.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And it is, and it's funny because I used to when I'm barbecuing, like today, I was barbecuing, I was grilling out, and my wife would come out, and I used to just put on 80s pop, whether it's Madonna or Duran Duran, just so she could have something to listen to. And I'm like, oh, this sucks, but I dig it. So today we went out, and you're talking about Battle Beast. Well, I had Battle Beast playing, and she was like, oh, that's Battle Beast. So she was out there the whole time while Battle Beast was playing, and the Kiss and Dynamite came on, and so my whole thing. So she was like, "Oh no, this is good." So I have a feeling she may be listening to that when I'm grilling out or barbecuing. Is she
Right.
really likes Battle Beast? She loves Battle Beast. She loves Sabaton. Those are her two. But I haven't turned her on to this one band that you guys turned me on to, and I've been in love with him just from just the moment you told me about it, Jamie. And that's the Japanese band you were just talking about.
Oh, Love Bites.
Love Bites.
Yeah,
Holy
they're
War,
awesome, aren't they?
Holy War. Oh man! Now here's what I like about them, and I know we're going off the subject here, but you have you have people that sit there and they want to just shred, do 100 miles an hour. Look how fast I could tread, and it sounds like shit. Just sounds like a bunch of bumblebees playing this and that.
Yep.
But these girls, what I dig about them is they can shred, but they're so it goes with the melody, and they'll put in that little lick, and they'll be like, no, and it's like, holy shit, where did this come from? They're good, Oh man, I fell in love with them. So I watched their show from Hellfest. It was on YouTube, so I just put it on, and it's like, these girls are something else, man.
Aren't they? I love them.
Oh man, yeah. I was big into European metal, because we don't have shit here. But European now it looks like Japan is putting it out, because the last good Japanese band is name them. Do you remember the last good Japanese heavy metal band in the early '80s?
I can't do it.
I'm not sure.
Let me just double check real quick.
I'm gonna do the background check now.
Yeah, I'm gonna double check real quick.
It can't be better than Love Bites. Love Bites is one of the best bands I've ever heard.
Oh gosh, yeah, it just popped up. I'm not saying they're better, but they're very good. You ever heard of a band named Loudness?
I have, in fact.
That was that Japanese.
It's been a minute, but yeah.
Yeah, early '80s. I don't know what the hell happened to them, but
the '90s.
Listen, that's going to be a YouTube deep dive. I'm gonna look into that.
Loudness was the other Japanese band.
Loudness. Okay.
Yeah. Let's see what.
I wish I could remember the name of some of them, but there's a bunch of Chinese metal bands.
Chinese.
Oh, yeah?
They're awesome.
Are they
but
really?
I don't remember any of their names. I'm gonna have to go back and YouTube them so I can tell you who they are. But they're amazing.
See,
Like they don't uh, over there, I think, or no, it would be over here. They don't get enough credit. Like the Asian metal bands, they don't get nearly enough credit.
no.
Love Bite is one of the best bands I've ever heard
That's
by
when
far.
they get credit, though. Most of the time, they don't get any credit over here.
Well, fucking bring on the Love Bites because I'm on that train 100%.
Yeah, me too. Me too. They're legit.
100%.
They're legit. But I go back. Why don't we have bands that come out like that now? Why? Why do we not have them here?
Because when they're North American, all they want is money. So they're writing the best song that they think can get played on something and just clickbait, and they want as much money as they can get right now. Where over there, they're like it seems like it's all about the music because there's so much better over there.
Well, and there's so much more music there too.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, those Japanese ladies, man, they can sure fucking play.
Yeah.
I haven't done a deep dive on them though, but I read the comments on the previous Love Bites video we did, and I want to credit them, but I can't remember their name. If I was on a computer, I'd look, but I don't know how to work my phone properly. That's for a later date. I want to give them credit for it, but they have motivated me to look into it more because that paragraph was this long, giving me information on Love Bites. Yeah. It was giving me information on Love Bites, and I'm like, I need to look. Credit to that particular person. I gotta look deeper into them.
Oh, their fans are definitely passionate fans for them, which is
Listen,
great.
I am quickly turning into one of them because they are amazing.
I was just looking up. It looked like Loudness was at Hellfest in 2022.
Nice. So they're still going.
Yeah, they're still going.
Well, listen, they're all fucking still going.
No, they were at Whacking. I'm sorry. They were at Whacking. Whacking, not Loud. Yeah, Whacking. In 2020.
Some of them need to stop, but they all seem to be going still.
They've got to keep going. Nobody else is taking their spot.
Well, that's true.
I mean, who?
Love Bites can take all their spots.
I'll be happy with that.
Yeah.
I'll be happy.
We're just starting to get some people who are starting to become those headlines to hold some of these.
Listen,
to hold the audience.
I'm going to say something I never ever thought I'd say. Love Bites could take the spot of Iron Maiden.
Not yet, man. It's too soon to say that. It's too soon. Could they be a one hit wonder? I mean, I get it. I know
they have like 3 albums.
3 hit wonders. I mean,
I think they have like 3 albums out.
Yeah,
plus a live album.
Yeah,
I got to check out one of their concerts.
I'm just going on talent wise and music wise. Like when Iron Maiden decides to call it quits, don't worry, boys. It's in good hands.
Yeah. Well, that's the way I look at it with all their European metal that's coming out now. It's in good hands. We don't need the bull crap nothing comes out over here. You know,
that's true. That's very, very true. Listen, the last good metal band that came out of North America, I'm gonna go with. Fuck me. I can't. My brain is like Metallica, but I know there have been others. But Camelot, I would say,
so long.
Yeah, because Camelot is mostly
Camelot.
Yeah,
I like them a lot. Yeah.
Okay. So is Mexico part of North America?
No.
No. Okay. So there goes the warning. They're working on coming out.
They're amazing too.
We'll adopt them. Heck yeah, we'll adopt them.
Well, they speak perfect English, dude.
Oh yeah, and they're definitely making waves right now.
Oh, yeah. And they should be because they're fucking amazing.
Well, they're touring along with Hailstorm right now.
I mean, listen, let's not even get into Lizzie Hale, dude. I might actually be in love.
Yeah. I've got another one you can be in love with, and I would say she's up and coming, but she's been around a while. Fantastic guitar player. I met her a few years back.
Nita Strauss.
Exactly.
Is that who you were talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, listen, dude, I'm totally in love with her.
Yeah.
She is amazing.
Have you heard her album? It's just all guitar work, but it's
Yep,
phenomenal.
with the
Oh man,
drums.
yeah,
And she's one of the best guitar players I've ever heard. She's
yeah,
amazing.
yeah. She's great stage show. She's cool, man, because she was. It was a few years back, I guess. It was when Motley Crue came with Alice Cooper, and we're walking the halls before the show started. And I was like, "You're Nita Strauss." She was sitting there wearing her Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle shirt and standing there getting a beer, and was like, "Yeah, you know, cool." We met her. We met the other guitarists. They were just walking around the crap, crowd
Nice.
and stuff, talking. Yeah,
Yeah, she's fucking amazing.
she's awesome. She's all about the fans, man.
I saw her when she was playing with Alice Cooper. When did we go? That was a long time ago.
Oh, that was when Maiden was in
They were at Bayfest.
Sarnia.
The last Bayfest that Sarnia ever held. That was the
No,
last
they still
one.
had more.
No,
No,
that was the last
they
one.
it's still going on now. I think it's just under a new name.
It's not the same. It's not Bayfest at all. She went. It was a while ago, anyway.
Yeah.
And it was her and Orianthi were the guitar players for Alice Cooper.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, it was a
he
great
had
show.
2 fucking amazing players with him.
Yeah.
Alice Cooper does not have shit players with him.
They're good. Yeah, we saw her with Alice Cooper last year, actually. My wife and I.
Yeah, I
went.
heard she was playing with him again.
Yeah,
That's good.
good.
She was actually a good fit. It was a great show.
Yeah, and I've heard a lot.
Except for that one moment. But,
What moment?
when he brings out that fucking thing.
When he brings out his big animatronic.
When he brings out that fucking thing.
You don't like that?
Dude, I hit on the ground. Jay literally had to tell me when it was done.
Yeah.
Is it when he's singing "Be My Frankenstein"?
Yeah, no. I'm good. I don't need that. I don't need that kind of stress in my life.
Yeah, no, I've seen him a couple different times, and it was always different sets. But normally, I would end up seeing him on his when he's doing his classics sets, like the early 70s and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So the set we saw at Bayfest was great because it was all the albums I grew up with.
Yep. Oh, hey, here's a question we'll go off the fucking rails on. Who is your favorite drummer that has played with Alice Cooper? Mine is easy.
I'm not that familiar with all the different drummers he's had. I know he normally changes his band up, but
Okay, so we'll change the question. Who's your favorite musician that has played with Alice Cooper?
I don't know. I'll be honest.
I'll give mine because it's easy. Eric Singer, hands down.
he played with Alice.
He was
Yep,
with Alice
he sure
Cooper.
did.
Yes, that's right.
He was on Trash. First concert I ever went to, Eric Singer was the drummer.
Yeah,
Nice. That was the first Alice Cooper album I got.
yeah.
It was a good one.
Oh man, good call. You really like Eric Singer, don't you?
I love that man.
Yeah.
So if I ever, I know I'm an old man now, but if I ever got to meet Eric Singer, I would totally fanboy. 100%, I would totally fanboy.
That'd be great to see.
I was
The whole
borderline.
Wayne's World moment. We're not worthy.
I would. Like when I say Eric Singer is my favorite drummer, it's not even close.
Pick you up off the floor. Okay, he's still here. You got to say something.
Dude, one of the best drum tracks I've ever heard. It was okay. So there's actually a story about this. So Jay brings me this album, plays me this song. I'm like, this is the best drum track I've ever heard, and still to this day, it's the best one I've ever heard in my brain. And I'm like, this has a real Eric Singer feel to it. To me, it just feels like Eric Singer. So Jay reads the thing, and it was Eric Singer.
No kidding. Wow. Oh man.
You're welcome for introducing you to Avantasia.
That is exactly the song.
No, the song was
Shelter
what
from
was
the
it?
Rain.
Yeah.
Still to this day, if that song comes on, if you don't want to hear it, plug your fucking ears because it's cranking. It's the best drum track I've ever heard.
Wow.
Yeah, that whole album was pretty good. I think what was it? The Scarecrow. I think it was.
The Scarecrow. Oh yeah, I found that on record. Oh my god, dude, it sounds so good on record.
Hey, Jamie, I'm gonna show you something. I hope we can see it on here. I hope you can see it. Let me know if you.
I cannot.
Oh, you can't.
I can't
Oh,
see
it's a
you
little
at all.
bright.
Let me see.
Nah, he's trying to show you a picture on the phone.
Yeah.
Oh,
But it's
It's a picture of me and Eric Singer.
you son of a bitch!
I'll send it to you guys. Yeah.
he sent it to me, and I could probably share it for you if you want.
Let me send it to you right now. Let me send it to you.
Okay, so I wouldn't even be able to take a picture with him. I would
You know-
fanboy so fucking hard.
I hope I'm doing this right.
I totally get that because I know when I met Camelot, it was a whole I couldn't say anything.
Jason, let me know if you got it, would you?
Yeah, it just came through on my phone.
And I'm trying to see if I can find a picture of where my daughter when we met Nita Strauss and the other guitar player, she was holding his Les Paul.
So how long ago was that?
That was long ago. That was about 15, 20 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, I bet it was about 20 years ago, but but it was cool. Yeah, I got to meet him.
Nice.
Listen, okay, I would love to meet him. I would love to meet him, but I don't think I could meet him.
Why?
Dude, I'm telling you, I'd fucking fanboy so hard.
He's cool, man. He's a good dude. He's a good dude. Yeah.
Like, there's not a lot of musicians that would make me fan. Like, I was okay with Tommy Aldridge, and I'm a huge fan of him too.
Yeah.
And I was okay with him, but Eric Singer, fucking forget it. Game over. I'd just be on my knees, sir. Yeah. Like,
Yeah. No, he's legit.
I love the way he plays. Love it.
Yeah. No, it's cool.
Like, he's
Yeah.
okay. How do I put this? He's my John Bonham.
No kidding. I could see that.
Like, he's fucking unreal. Like, that man has so much talent. When I was playing the drums, fuck, I wish I could still. But when I was playing, if I had half the talent he had, like a quarter of the talent he had, I'd be rich and famous. Like, he is out of this world good.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan. Kiss stepped up when they got him, and I don't know why people sit there. Oh, we want the original members back. Fuck that. I'm a huge Kiss fan. I love Kiss, but
even when I was a kid, there were always, you know how you got these posters of rock stars up on your wall and shit like that, right? I could never find one of Eric Singer, so I never had one.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't a poster of him, I didn't want it.
Yeah, I had Angus up on my wall, so
that got me thinking. Let me ask you guys this. It got me thinking about meeting bands and all that crap. And like I said, when we met Nita Strauss, we didn't have to pay a penny. She was just walking around, and really cool lady, does this stuff. And but what do you think about these people paying $3,000 for these VIP sessions and only walking up to the band, shaking their hand, and get a picture?
I would never.
What a ripoff with that, man! And
that's ridiculous.
And did you see what they're doing now? There'll be like 100 people there, so they'll set all 100 people in front of the stage, and they'll have the musicians sitting behind them, and they'll take that one group photo, and they would pay $700-800. No, man.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I don't know how people would fall for that bull crap.
No, I wouldn't.
I know when I had the backstage passes for Camelot, we paid a little bit more for that one, but it was still cheaper than tickets are now.
Yeah.
But even then, they had all of us who go through. They get your first dibs on everything else, like all the merch and all that.
Yeah.
And then they'll sign something for you too. But for me, it's kind of a waste because I get there and like, hi, and nothing comes out.
So because I just went off, I just kind of went off on a little love fest for Eric Singer. It kind of, I feel like it's kind of discrediting everybody else, and that's not what I'm trying to do. Because the drummer for Blind Guardian, that fucking guy is unreal. Unreal. And
He's got to be fit for running a Miracle Mile every time he does a show.
Dude, the guy for fucking Dragon Force.
Oh, yeah.
That guy runs 100 marathons a night. That guy's unbelievable too.
They put on a good stage show too.
Mm-hmm. bring the sound to where the stage show is, though.
Yeah, as I said, they do have a good stage show.
Now, taking nothing away, Herman Lee's fucking retarded, and I mean that in a good way. And the other guy, Sam, I think
I think you're right.
that he's awesome too. Okay, I watched the thing on YouTube. Speaking of Dragon Force, I watched the thing on YouTube, and it's Herman Lee and the other guy. Why I don't know his name, I don't fucking know. But they do a thing where write a song in 3 minutes or something like that. They did one where they wrote. They literally wrote an Amaranth song, and then got Elise Rid to join in and sing to it.
Nice. It's always nice to have connections.
It sounded exactly like an Amaranth song. Like he's really showing his versatility because they do it all the time for a bunch of different stuff. Like write a song that sounds like this, write a sound, and he fucking nails it every time.
Does he play it too?
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay. Well, the issue some guitarists have, they can be really, really good, like amazing, but they can only do their own thing. When they go to do someone else's stuff.
One trick pony. Right.
Yeah. But like they can do a style of it, but if they're trying to play someone's part specifically, they can't do that. But they can do their own thing really, really great.
That doesn't take away from their talent, though, because if their own thing is good, then their own thing is good. That's just the way it is.
Or some of them, their own thing is amazing.
Right? Like if Eddie Van Halen could only play Eddie Van Halen stuff, does that take away from Eddie Van Halen? Not a fucking chance.
No, not at all. I mean, Mick Mars.
It doesn't matter if he can play Guns N' Roses or not.
Right.
He's fucking Eddie Van Halen.
Yeah.
So playing other people's stuff, I don't know how much stock I take into that. I mean, I assume everybody can because you learn how to play not with your own stuff.
True. So but I'm only talking about established guitarists. The only reason I mentioned that, I was reading one article where Steve Vai was talking about saying, yes, I can play my own stuff really, really good, but I tried to play someone else's stuff in their style, and he even admits it was subpar.
Well, but Steve Vai is a different fucking animal, dude. See, that's an Eddie Van Halen conversation, right? Like, I don't think that doesn't take away from Steve Vai because his stuff is.
Oh no, I'm not saying anything about taking away from his talent. No, like it's just he was mentioning how some people, how they perform their stuff, they have that extra feeling into it, and when someone else tries to perform it,
I get that though.
Yeah,
I get that.
Well, it's a style you're not used to. It's a style you're not used to.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's been some times where like we kind of started like writing our own stuff, and there was one, and it was like it sounded good, and I was into it, and then at the time I didn't have a guitar, and Jay just took the guitars away, so I couldn't keep learning it, and then it just kind of stopped. We just stopped writing it all together. So I don't know. Like, I have written a bunch of stuff, but I like lyrics and stuff, but I don't know where the fuck they are now. Like they're gone now. I had a whole book of them, and they're gone.
The issues of moving from spot to spot or from province to province,
which has happened a few times, yeah,
once or twice.
Yeah, on both accounts. It is what it is. They could be somewhere in a different province. Somebody finds them. I wouldn't even know it if I heard it now. Some of them were a long time ago.
Well, it kind of goes into the next one.
Oh, fuck you. What now?
All right. So apparently there's a new article on musicradar.com that mentions an unreleased Prince documentary said to fuel rumors that Prince's While My Guitar Gently Weeps guitar solo was a cold dish of revenge served to Rolling Stone magazine. It's been a while since I heard the song, but Rolling Stone magazine omitted him from their list of greatest guitarists of all time.
Prince,
yeah.
I agree with that. He's a good guitar player, but I wouldn't call him one of the greatest of all time.
Now, this is a topic that Jamie and I have talked about briefly off camera before, where even musical sense in general.
I'm waiting my turn.
Prince had a lot of talent that was never really showboated, I guess you could say. Everything would, when they think of Prince, they think of something really catchy or something poppy or stuff like that.
Like Let's Go Crazy and Purple Rain.
Yeah. But for his actual playing and all that, he was actually pretty decent. He just never. How do I explain
you're
it?
done. You're done.
Okay.
I don't want to hear this bullshit no more. Prince is one of the greatest musicians to ever live. Period. End of story. Because that guy played every instrument at a high level.
But would you still put him as one of the best ever guitar players? No.
But it takes it to a different thing. Because when you're just saying that, it sounds like it's taken away from everything that he was.
What I'm saying is, I could see why Rolling Stone wouldn't put him up there. I could see their points. Not they were being dickheads about it or whatever. I could see why they wouldn't put him up there.
Was it a list of how many guitar players?
I'm trying to look that up right now. Go back to my computer issues I was having earlier. It's a little slow today.
I'm telling you right now, if it's the 100 best guitar players of all time, he is on that list.
Well, there's no doubt about it. There's only probably 100 guitar players that have ever made it that we were talking about.
Found the list.
Well, okay, go ahead.
250.
Okay.
That's my dick. No fucking way. He is way better than that. Who's the name right above him?
He's not in the list.
So they said there's 250 people ahead of him.
Yes.
No fucking chance. No chance.
Yeah, Jay, that one, that's going to be a little rough one.
There's no way 250 people are better than him. No fucking way. That's at least 150.
Wow.
At least 150 people that are worse than him.
Yeah, I was going to say, you got to see what the number is that they had listed. Like if it was top 20 or something like that, something really, really small.
So that's what I was doing.
Yeah.
Let me elaborate. Because the greatest guitar player of all time, the greatest drummer of all time, to me in my head, that means top 5.
I agree.
Is Prince top 5 guitar player? No. But he's sure as fucking not even on a 250 list.
Yeah, I agree.
There is no fucking way. Just on the fact that man played every fucking instrument he ever picked up at a high level. He did
the whole Batman soundtrack.
He's the greatest musician of all time. As a whole, period. End of story. And I'll die on that hill, so bring it. So, I mean, it's pretty safe to say that I'm passionate about my music.
Yeah.
A little bit. A little bit. All right, so there's that one.
What kind of bullshit you're going to bring to me now?
I'm kind of want to read the rest of that one, but I'll do that one later on.
Fucking not even on the list. That's a joke. That's a joke.
Yeah, he must have pissed somebody off over there.
Well, he pissed a lot of people off. Let's be real. But that doesn't change the facts.
He seemed like a very unique person.
He was eccentric, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Aren't we all competitive, too? I like hearing people tell stories about him. He was very, very competitive.
Honestly, I haven't dug that much into him, but I could see that. Oh, come on, mouse.
I like listening to stories about people telling about others. Like, if it's somebody I'm interested in, like, if there was somebody that told a story about, like, fucking Bruce Dickinson, Steve Harris, you know what I mean? Like, I'd be like, I'm all ears. But if it's somebody...
here's one for you.
Oh, God. I don't like that look.
So, would musicians go to acting briefly? What do you normally think about that?
Musician.
When a musician takes up acting for something, not a major role, like small roles, stuff like that, but when a musician becomes an actor.
Like Miley Cyrus?
Wasn't she an actor before a musician?
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
Bit of both.
Oh, well, Disney.
It was Hannah Montana, so it was a bit of both.
Yeah.
I was just joking on that, but
So here's a follow-up question.
Okay.
Can they act?
I haven't seen any of these ones mentioned yet.
Because if they can actually act and they're not just there because they're a big name, then do your thing. But if they're only there because they're a big name and they're a fucking terrible actor, stick with what you know. But that's not just music. That's like everything, right?
Yeah. Okay. So, assuming my mouse holds up for this one. Okay, so on loudersound.com, there is an article about James Hetfield. He's acting in a new Western film, but he doesn't like acting. His quote to the person who was helping him out on set to him was, "Next time I'm asked to do something like this, remind me to say no." So that's him talking about his own acting. So he's actually been in two things, apparently. The most recent one, the only reason he did it, which he admitted to, was because Peter Dinklage requested him to do a small role in his movie for him.
I mean, that might make me do it too. I can't blame him for that one.
Yeah. So he had the spot. He had this role for him. I think he was playing like a Western sheriff.
I got to go off topic, and we got to come right back.
Okay.
The Game of Thrones song.
Yes.
The tune of it.
Yeah.
Peter Dinklage, Peter Dinklage, Peter Dinklage. Sorry, now you'll forever do it that way. But
good job. Thank you. Yeah.
No problem. You've done it to me many times, so blow it out your ass.
Which is a phenomenal theme. I mean, it's just
that's a great theme song.
Man, it's awesome.
I heard it done on a whole bunch of different floppy drives.
I heard it done from a bunch of guitar players.
Yeah, I saw that.
Great.
Yeah.
It was great.
Had a guy from Anthrax in there.
That's the one I'm talking about.
B.B. Wise, he was in it. All those guys. Yeah, that was cool.
I think Jack White was Jack White there. I think he was.
You know what? I think he was at that one.
For some reason, the only one I can remember is Scott Ian.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, but he was just playing the rhythm part of it.
Yeah, like they were. It was like a who's who.
Yeah, it was cool.
Anyway, back to your James Hetfield. Sorry.
All right. So
I just had to do the Peter Dinklage thing.
Okay, so apparently he had a small acting thing in a Ted Bundy biopic, Extremely Wicked, Shockingly Evil, and Vile.
Did he really?
He played a police officer. Yeah, he played a police officer in that.
I fucking totally missed that.
But in...
You're talking about that one with the High School Musical kid in it, right?
I'm not sure. I haven't seen that one. It was released in 2019.
So, that is the one. I can't believe I missed them. I'm going to have to rewatch it now just for that.
So now he's going to be in this new movie with Peter Dinklage, where he's playing a sheriff.
Good at it.
Yeah, so he's, even for the Ted Bundy one, he was searched for that one. So they wrote the part just for him. So he didn't have to audition. They just said, "Hey, we have this part. Can you do it?"
Yeah, I mean,
but I guess
it's got to feel nice when people just hear, "This is for you."
Twice.
Yeah.
So for this one, I believe it's called The Thicket. They were shooting outside of Calgary. Oh,
outside of Calgary. What? Sorry. Oh,
not right now.
I better get the light.
Not right now. Sorry. You okay?
Yeah.
All right. So when they're filming The Thicket, they were shooting just outside of Calgary, so it's cold outside. And he got stuck waiting. He was called on set because, like, okay, we're going to be shooting a scene with you today. So he was sitting in his trailer waiting for them to call to bring him out so he can shoot a scene. But he spent the whole day there just waiting. And then at the end of the day, like, "I'm sorry, we don't have time to do your scene today. Let's do it tomorrow."
Oh, I'd be upset.
Yeah. So he goes through this. And so he's like, this kind of sucks. Shooting movie is totally different from writing music, because when you write music, you get the idea, and it's all nonstop, one after another, to do each part, and you can always get everything done. Where the movie, you got to wait on everything to do it, and it's just a lot of waiting, as he says.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that.
So it's just the process of doing it that he was having an issue with.
I'm not having any luck with my situation.
You got a lot of backlight, not enough front light.
Well, I mean, we're kind of doing a thing tonight, so I guess I'll just
front light.
Stay hidden in my room.
So how many other musicians, other than Prince, have gone into doing a little bit of acting, other than being in the background? Because there was a bunch of different artists who were background characters of Game of Thrones. There was a couple different musicians who liked the show so much, they brought them in just as extras.
I can't think of any.
Tommy Lee's done it.
In what?
Fornication.
Did he play himself?
Yep.
Okay. But how was playing yourself acting?
It was. If you saw the episode, it was. He was okay. So he was playing Tommy Lee, but he was playing like a dumbed down version of Tommy Lee. It was a short role, but there's been a few on that show. Well,
I know.
my camera
I know
view tonight. I apologize.
In Empire Records, they had someone from Coyote Shivers in it, but they kept his part so small.
I don't even know who that is.
Yeah, you wouldn't. I think they only did 2 albums, but they also did the song at the end when they're doing the block party, and they had Renee Zellweger sing a part on it too.
I've never seen that movie.
Really?
I'll be right back, guys. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I've never seen that movie.
You know, I'd let you borrow it now, but I don't see you watching it now. Let's see if I can pause this for a second.
You're probably right.
Yeah, I don't see you watching it right now. But, you know, it's a movie about people in a record store for a day. You would probably watch High Fidelity instead.
Is the best record shop movie I've ever seen.
It's on my list to watch.
What do you mean to watch? You've not seen it?
I haven't had a chance to watch it yet.
Get on watching that movie.
Well, you know, kids.
Listen, I don't know how you haven't seen it already.
Well, no one's ever discussed it with me, and I didn't start seeing clips from it until I had kids again. So.
Okay, well, I'll discuss it right now. It's a great movie.
Oh, I've seen that so far. It was one of those ones I should have seen like a while ago.
And
Eamon, it was High Fidelity we're talking about.
Oh, okay.
Such a great movie. John Cusack. Way back.
And Jack Black.
Way back.
Way back.
Yeah.
It might have even been Jack Black's one of his first roles.
I believe it was.
A biased opinion, because I'm a John Cusack fan. Which, so the only movie I've never seen of his is the only one I'll never see is, what the hell was it? 1408. It's the only one I haven't seen. I'm a big fan of his. One of my favorite movies that he's in is Grosse Point Blank. I thought it was funny. I think the title of this episode needs to be Off the Rails.
It just dawned on me. I can't believe they come to my mind, but I know I blocked it out. Musicians becoming actors. These 4 guys did this one movie and ended up being the worst movie ever made till this day.
Spinal Tap. But I disagree. That's a great movie.
I liked Spinal Tap.
A mockumentary.
Kiss Meets the Phantom at a part. If you haven't seen it, don't. It's terrible.
Wasn't that a Scooby-Doo episode?
No,
Scooby-Doo movie?
Actually,
wait.
That was
Did
a
you
good
say
one.
Kiss?
Scooby-Doo one. No, this was called Kiss Meets the Phantom of the Park. It was actual live action. It was terrible.
See, now that is why you normally don't have musicians as actors.
So I'll just get this out of here. Don't worry, I won't see that.
Yeah, the Scooby-Doo one was good though. I like the Scooby-Doo one.
You lose me.
I think it was Scooby-Doo meets Kiss or something like that.
Yeah, you lose me at the last word in that sentence, Jay.
You know that. But everybody likes Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, it's the other part of that. Eamon and I have argued a little bit about this already. They're the best theater band of all time. I'll give them that. That's all I'll give them.
The best what?
Theater band.
Yeah, they know how to market everything. Yeah, as Gene Simmons says, they can catch you when you're coming and when you're going.
Yeah,
because they'll sell you everything from condoms to caskets.
Yeah, they really will.
Oh, they've got them.
Yep,
I know. In his house.
I still
does
want
anyone
Kiss pinball machine. I gotta have that in the house. I want one.
I don't know if I'd want the Kiss pinball, the Guns N' Roses pinball, or the AC/DC pinball.
None of the above. I'll take Galaga, thanks.
I know I used to play the Guns N' Roses pinball a ton. I went through a whole bunch of quarters with that one.
Oh, back when it was a quarter.
Yeah. Oh, it was it was Appetite for Pinball.
Listen, I don't like that now because now you're showing our age.
It was Appetite for Pinball. Yeah, you know, a year or two. So does anyone listen to Jane's Addiction?
No,
okay, I know where you're going with this.
I do too. I know where you're going with this. I was wondering if we're going to talk about it.
I didn't know. I didn't read the whole thing. I just saw the headline and went, "What the fuck are you doing, Perry?"
Yeah. So I guess we can say Jane's Addiction is done for now. they
Or
even
they'll have a
have
new guitarist.
Perry Farrell's wife, Eddie, gives her account of their onstage bust-up.
She does. She does a good part explaining what happened or what pissed him off or whatever. But
okay, so for our listeners,
And for me,
basically,
because I don't know what happened.
Jane's Addiction was doing their concert, doing their thing, and then apparently, abruptly, Perry Farrell throws a punch at Dave Navarro, and they're forced off stage by the crew.
But why?
Well, if you're starting to get into a fist fight, they're going to want to take that off stage instead of having it in front of everybody.
No. But why was a punch thrown? What happened?
what his wife said in her tweets and all that stuff, she wanted to come clean, is that his voice was basically being drowned out by the music. And he was having to scream louder and do all this stuff.
Oh, okay. So,
and it's
so
been going
Sound
on
technician.
and it's been going on for a few shows. But does that mean you lose your cool and start beating up your buddies? I mean, what the hell?
So I will narrow all that down to one word: ego.
Well, I've had people complaining that they couldn't hear what they're doing with the headsets they have. Like when I saw, I forgot his name. Basically, Whitesnake.
David
Coverdale.
Yeah, saw him performing.
Wait, stop. You stop, mister. How do
What?
you not know his name?
I forgot his name. Just, well, recording. It happens. It's not on my screen. This is a recount of something I actually saw.
But you have been friends with me for a minute now and have listened to a lot of Whitesnake.
So, back to the story. He was doing his performance. Now, he is a person who it has to sound perfect. He is very conscious on his sound on stage.
Well, because he has a very unique voice, and you can tell it's him.
Yes. So he was having issues trying to hear what he was doing in his headsets, and you can see him tearing apart the sound technician in between verses and all that he can't hear a fucking thing in his headset that he needs to hear. So for something like this, if someone's being overpowered by someone else, wouldn't that be the sound technician?
You'd think.
Yeah.
You'd think. But,
or do you think other people from Jane's Addiction was saying, you know what would be good for a laugh? So if you turn me up and turn him down.
But I don't know a whole lot about Perry Farrell, but I know you shouldn't do stuff like that. But
I don't think you should be doing that for any of them.
This is where ego comes into it, because who do you blame? You don't blame the sound technician.
It depends on the circumstances.
You blame, but when your ego's been hurt.
Yeah, okay.
Because you're a fucking prima donna, apparently. Which I have heard about Perry Farrell from time to time. But when it just, you blame the first guy. Like, if whatever you're hearing first, you blame that first.
So this just happened to be Dave Navarro, and
but I mean, listen. In fairness, it could have been Dave Navarro telling the sound guy he needs to be turned up loud.
Could have been.
Yeah.
I haven't read the article yet from Eddie, so
that could have been either way. That one, but either way, it's fucking ego.
So do you think they're done for now?
After this, oh yeah.
If ego is what's driving that band now, then stop entirely.
So.
Because everything else that's going to come out of you is going to suck anyway. Because it's going to be what you think and what you think. Yeah, fucking. You're never going to agree on anything anymore.
Yeah.
Well, it was a reunion tour to start with, so if they're throwing punches on stage in front of everybody,
okay, and that makes you wonder why the fuck they got back together in the first place.
Yeah.
Well, if stuff happens behind the scenes, it's normally one thing because it's held back a little. But when it happens on stage,
yeah, you've
got that whole image, and yeah.
Basically, what Perry Farrell did was Jane's Addiction is over.
Yes.
Here is the period on that. Dave Navarro was the fucking guitar player. Oh, on one of those shows. That I don't know why this just sits in my memory.
It was Rockstar. Yeah. With Tommy Lee and what was his name?
Was it the one with Tommy Lee and Jason Newsted?
Yeah, because after that was Rockstar in Excess.
Brad Gillis, I think. No, it wasn't Brad Gillis. But yeah, no, I think you're right. But yeah,
because they did a couple of them, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the
None of
one
them ever went anywhere, but
and they were actually super groups, but nothing ever happened.
no, you get that promo for the first year, and then after that, there's like, let's just sizzle out.
But they were never a band after that either.
No.
No.
And then NXS ended up getting a new singer with Rockstar NXS, but then that singer they ended up going down the drug route, and
he did, and it's a shame. That's a good Canadian boy that was.
Yeah, but he wasn't ready for the superstardom, and
no, he sure wasn't.
No,
he was good,
which sucks. Yeah, because NXS had the right idea for it, because they got a ton of promo to bring them back into the spotlight and everything again.
And he was good, and they did good together. But he took the wrong route. If you're not ready for shit like that, it's hard,
Yeah.
And then when it comes that fast.
Yeah. Well, I mean, listen, I don't want to ever be famous. So, I mean, kind of, I don't mean that against either of you guys, because that just makes it sound like I have no confidence in this. But I don't want to be famous because I know for sure I will piss people off. For sure.
With you and your passionate personality?
That's the nice way to put it. I know what I am. And we've kept this strictly music.
Yes.
The second we venture away from that is when I start getting myself in some trouble.
Yes.
But it is what it is. We'll keep it to music. Let's do this before I start yapping. I miss Jason.
Somebody's got a game going on.
Hey, question. Sorry.
Yes.
Keep that in your brain. Your memory's better than mine. Have you managed to check out any of the Newstead stuff?
I was listening to it at work.
Did you like
the first thing I was thinking when I started playing the Newstead stuff was Metallica.
Really?
Mind you, I only got like 3 songs in, but I'm like, it's like Metallica. I was getting Metallica vibes from it.
I didn't get that at all. There was a couple of songs that were on the heavier side, and those I guess you could. I mean, he was in Metallica for fucking a decade, man.
Yes.
So there's going to be that is going to bleed over to that, but
yes, because his style was in a lot of the stuff that I originally listened to. Because I didn't start with the classic Metallica. I started with when he was in the band. For Metallica.
Oh, you were late. You were really late.
I had a unique upbringing.
Well, didn't we all? Probably why I was a Metallica fan at fucking 4 years old. You missed a lot of stuff. So your first album was the Black Album?
Yes.
That can't be real.
Yeah, I was sitting over at a friend's house.
No, I guess that could be real because we didn't meet till like 1993.
Yeah.
So I
was over at a friend's house, and they're like, "Hey, you got to listen to this. Check this out." And we started listening to that.
Whereas I'm 8 years old listening to fucking Master of Puppets and Ride the Lightning.
No, 8 years old, I had Phil Collins. So
I do some Phil Collins too. Let's not take away from Phil Collins. But there's nothing better than metal. Yeah, I've been a metalhead
a lot of talent goes into it.
Very long time.
Actually, I think what brought me more over towards metal was Nintendo.
Really? Why Nintendo?
Yeah.
RC Pro-Am, that's why.
If you take the majority of the game music from any Nintendo game, it's metal.
I don't know if I believe you.
The way they did most of it is basically metal. If you take it from the way they recorded it, it transcribes to metal very easily because they have a double kick in the background, basically, for all the soundtracks.
Okay, listen. Stop that right now. It doesn't need double kick to be metal.
No, the way they did it.
And just so I'm not like going off on a rant, Iron Maiden, no double kick.
No, he's a single foot. Sometimes you wouldn't know it.
You fucking don't, man. He's amazing.
But if you take Contra and Castlevania and Mega Man, their soundtracks are basically metal.
Now you said Contra, I agree with you.
I'm hearing the Contra one in my head. Why is it Contra? It's always Contra, man. Always.
Because everyone loved that game.
I still do.
You still know the damn code?
Yeah, I used it the other day.
Up, down, left, right, BA start.
BA start.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Unless you're playing 2 players, and then it's select start.
We are Losers.
We are losers.
And then
For
as you
still
go to the
knowing that,
Super,
we're losers.
and then as you go to the Super Nintendo, they added more to bring more metal into the background music for all the darker games. And if you want to check out a band called Power Glove.
Oh, I've heard of that. I've haven't heard them, but I've heard of them.
There's Power Glove. There's Mega Drivers.
Heard of them
Because in Europe, the Sega Genesis was the Mega Drive. So
I would be able to argue or agree with you far more if I knew how to read music. So
well,
transcribing anything is not an option for me. I play everything on here. I can't.
Yeah, I got the music background for that part, so
Yeah,
sorry.
I know. I do not.
But yeah, no, playing video games brought me more over to metal than radio. Oh, we didn't have anything on radio or play, and
No, you had
I didn't
me.
have many. Yeah, I didn't have many friends who listened to metal until high school.
Dude, I was in grade fucking 6, just rocking out. I'm a long time metalhead.
Actually, there's even I guess you can call them like gamer bands that are going around now.
What?
Other than like Power Glove and Mega Drivers, there are people who are writing music around video games.
Wow.
For a laugh. They're doing it for a laugh as a joke.
Or are they?
Now I remember. No.
Yeah, no, they're just having fun doing this. It's just something for them to have fun with, and they'll do it when they go to cons and stuff like that.
Jay can send you a bunch of that stuff. He's got fucking tons of it.
I can't remember the name of the. Oh, I forget. I'll have to look it up.
Listen, I still say Atreyu should have been the one that covered Neverending Story.
And they never did.
I know, it's upsetting. Because I would listen to that immediately. Because that would make more sense. Amy, you're quiet tonight, or am I just ranting too much?
No, I'm listening. I've just never heard of these gamer.
Oh, no,
Man.
for real. Jay can send you tons of it.
Well, I mean, wow.
And I don't know if you noticed, but by the expressions I'm making unintentionally, I don't like any of them.
Oh no, I feared that.
What was it? Okay, so there's a video, a YouTube character, by a person named James Wolfe. He does the Angry Video Game Nerd. He is in a band. He does rhythm guitar. I have to look up their name still, but they write their songs. The words are about video games, but the music in the background is a cover from like an 80s pop song or a few pop songs meshed together. And they're only one. Like there's a bunch of them that do stuff like that, but it's one of those new things apparently. And he was actually in Toronto a couple of weeks ago too. So
you're not talking about like the soundtrack to video games. These people actually go out and write their songs about the game. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's normally for like these guys do it for a laugh.
Yeah. Okay.
Like they take it serious enough that they'll practice. Like they sound good.
Yeah.
But they do it for like conventions and stuff like that. It's something for a laugh. It's something that they have fun with.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever floats their boat. I guess they're
I find no fun in that.
They're like the Weird Al Yankovics, I guess, of video game. Hell, I don't.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, except they're not Canadian.
Actually, they have one person who's in Toronto who was helping record with them.
Well, damn. And I was just asking, how come there's no music that comes out of North America? When it does, it's bullshit like this.
And Weird Al.
Hey, leave Weird Al alone.
No, wait. No. I think I'm wrong there. I don't think he is Canadian.
He was born around California, I think.
Yeah, I don't think he is Canadian. I was wrong. Who the fuck am I thinking of? Well, damn it. I don't know.
I'm still trying to find the one name of the group. Apparently it's a while ago.
You know what? I'm surprised. I'm surprised nobody. So we've had lots of comments supporting Love Bites and stuff like that, but I'm surprised nobody's just said, "Hey, the fat bald guy, he's wrong." Because I'm sure
no one said that yet.
Yeah, well, it's coming because I'm sure I have been.
What would you think they'd say you're wrong about?
Just because I know I'm not always right. I've been wrong before. Like I was wrong about something. The most recent thing I was wrong about was I could have swore that Zakk Wylde's first album with Ozzy was No More Tears. I was incorrect.
What was it?
Oh fuck! I don't remember the name of it.
Diary of a Madman?
No.
No.
That's right. Okay.
Randy Rhoads was on for 2 albums.
Did
Screaming for
Jake-
Screaming for Vengeance is a Judas Priest album.
That's free.
I don't remember what it's called, but I know I was wrong.
I'll have to look that up in a
There were
minute.
some good tunes on it too. I need to get the record, but I don't remember the name of
Oh,
it.
shoot, I can't find it.
I did look it up. I know the name of it too. I just can't. I can't do it. It's not in my brain right now. But I know I was wrong.
Let's see. Ozzy, artist?
Just what are you? Why are you searching Ozzy? Just type in Zakk Wylde's first album with Ozzy.
No, I'm in Spotify right now. Because I think I know the album.
What was after Blizzard?
Was it actually Bark at the Moon?
No.
No?
No.
After that is Ultimate Sin.
What's the one before No More Tears? If anybody,
No Rest for the Wicked?
maybe. If people are watching this one, they're screaming at the
Oh, yeah.
whatever they're watching it on right now. But I know I was wrong.
Wikipedia.
Really, the most untrustworthy website there is, and you go on.
No Rest for the Wicked. No Rest for the Wicked. That's what he was.
He was in it from 87.
So he came in right after Jakey Lee.
That I knew too. But you know why? I can tell you why I think it. I always thought it was that because fucking No More Tears is such a great album.
Yeah, that was a good album. That was a real good album.
Such a good album. And
I think that was my first Ozzy album.
No, mine was wow, I'm way earlier than you, Jay. Mine was it was Blizzard of Oz or Ultimate Sin. It was one of those.
You know, for me it was No More Tears first, and then Blizzard of Oz.
I'm pretty sure it was Blizzard of Oz. Because I think it was Crazy Train was the first one I heard, and I was like, what the fuck? Hell yeah, I'm in.
Yeah, no, I didn't hear Crazy Train until the high school cafeteria.
And fucked up.
And then it was played like every day.
Yeah, and fucked up play. That's the whole reason I don't like it.
They were played a little bit too.
Yeah, you think?
And Aerosmith.
Yeah, but it was the Get a Grip album, and that one I wasn't a big fan. I like Aerosmith's older stuff too. I like the older stuff usually on almost all bands.
And then the other song they kept playing was Blind Melon. That they started, every time it started to play, they'd start skipping the jukebox.
That guy, I wish that guy got the help he needed instead of dying.
Yeah,
they could have been good.
Oh yeah, they were, like, everything was just starting for them.
I wasn't a fan of that song.
Yeah, it was overplayed and overdone.
Yeah.
And yeah. I couldn't even listen to it anymore.
But the rest of I heard the rest of the album. The rest of the album was all right. Like they had potential, but it didn't work. Oh, I started kind of piecing together some record that need to be in your collection.
In my collection.
In everybody's collection. One Pearl Jam 10.
That would be a good one.
None of the other ones, but 10 for sure.
You don't like verses?
You see how he's fucking asking that question with that shit-eating grin on his face? He knows the answer.
He knows the answer. I just can't get into those Seattle bands. All their songs are so how shitty their life is and how bad society is, and they dress like shit and everything.
Yeah,
I hate that.
You just described grunge.
Well, that's what they are.
Pearl Jam 10 stood above all the other ones, I think.
They still
Pearl Jam doesn't always have all those down and out songs. They do have some other bright songs. So they do promote awareness against violence and stuff like that. They actually just did a cover.
I don't want to hear that. I listen to music so I can listen about chicks and sex and rock and roll and drugs and all that shit. You know, I don't want to hear about, here I can watch the news for, here's violence. Let's stop.
No wonder you like Motley Crue.
Oh, there you go.
And Hailstorm.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I do love the misery.
Touche.
But what was it?
And while we're on Hailstorm, RJ Hale is a fucking severely underrated drummer.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Severely underrated.
The whole band's good. I just can't believe she's opening up for that dipshit band. You just told me last week.
Evanescence.
Yeah. I mean, I like Evanescence, but you'd think it'd be the other way around.
It should be.
Well, I was telling people at work I want to go see the openers. I don't want to see the headliner.
No.
Yeah. Oh, I'd go see The Warning right now. They're so good. You know what I like about The Warning more than anything? Because there are, I know people like this. chicks don't belong in metal. Listen to the warning and go fuck yourself. Because
Yeah.
yes, they do.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Love Bites. They fucking do it better than anybody.
Dude, when I started listening, that's all I was been listening to all week. They're phenomenal. Yeah, they're all.
Well, when you go back to the warning, they've been touring with Hailstorm for a little bit now, and Lizzie Hale actually had to go out and buy a new guitar
And gave it to her.
as
She
a
was passing it on. Yeah. I know this
as a
story.
gift
She
for the
what?
guitars.
What
She
happened?
went out and bought a custom guitar for the guitarist
Danny.
of the warning
It was
Uh-huh.
Danny. I think.
because
I don't know their names.
they were encouraging her so much to just get back and start practicing her own stuff again, just on the guitar, that they made her wanting to get back at it again, the way to bring back all the passion that they're showing while they're playing.
Wow.
But do you know what?
Oh, what, the guitar thing?
Yeah.
Who was it? The same thing happened to her. She was opening up for someone else and she needed a guitar. So that guitarist
It was
gifted
somebody.
her.
It was somebody big too. I don't remember who.
Oh yeah, I can't remember. She told us in the article. I'll have to find it up again. But they gifted her, basically, I think it was a Fender,
Gibson.
saying,
It was a Gibson.
"Oh, they gifted her that on stage, saying that's yours."
Yeah.
For making me wanting to play again.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and pass it on.
Yeah.
So this is her passing it on.
It wasn't Tom Kiefer, was it? From
No,
Cinderella?
it was
wasn't Tom
one of the
Kiefer.
newer bands.
Oh.
Tom Kiefer would make sense because they did recently. Hey, so Tom Kiefer and Lizzie Hale actually sound really good together.
They do. Real good.
Oh, here's a question. This is why this shit goes everywhere, because shit just pops in my head. Harmony. Is there anybody better than Def Leppard?
Actually, we found some good harmonies for the European metal. Because we're
Okay,
starting
better
some
than Def
songs.
Leppard.
No, not better. No. But they would start singing and you go, hey, they're European.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
They seem to go harmony is matters.
Yeah.
But
no, not better. No.
Listen, man, for my ears, there's nobody better than Def Leppard harmony.
And they do it live.
Yeah. That's why I like that slow song. Two Steps Behind. That's why I like that song so much. Because even the guitars are in harmony. Like everything. It's just they're together. They sound amazing together. Like they couldn't. The voices match perfectly. I mean, that's a band, right? Is there better harmony? Yes. That's Kelly Clarkson and Ann Wilson. However, those are two different animals. But it's like a band, Def Leppard, there ain't nobody better than Def Leppard harmony. The Warning is getting there.
No, I agree with you. I'm trying to think of just another band that just even carries a harmony and.
But it has to be a band, not just a one-off song.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I can't
Not
think
some
of
fucking duet because they knew it would sell.
Yeah. Like most bands will have, certain parts where they harmonize and all that, but Def Leppard brought it out to the forefront, and that's one of their highlights.
Consistently.
Yeah.
I know at one time they were the biggest band in the world, all that shit, but nowadays, I don't think Def Leppard gets enough credit for what they've done.
Oh, they've influenced so many musicians.
So much.
And they've been through a whole lot themselves, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck.
And they're so together, man. That's the crazy thing. There's no ego. No. They just get out there and do their thing, man. And if they have any animosity toward each other, nobody knows it, man. It's just they keep it all in house if there is anything going on.
And when one person's down and out, they don't just go and try, hey, we can replace them. They're like, nope, we're waiting. And if they don't come back, we don't do it.
Yeah.
That's why Hysteria took so long. I just thought I'd throw that out there. I'm like, hey, wait a minute. Def Leppard does not get enough credit for the things they've done. High and Dry is such a great album.
Oh, it's my favorite album.
Such a great album.
It's my favorite one.
Jay's like, I don't know if I've heard High and Dry.
I've been through a bunch. At the time, I just never paid attention to the titles because there was a friend in public school who listened to a lot of our Def Leppard, and that was when I heard. No, not Men Without Hats.
And hey, since I'm on a pump up Def Leppard train, the best. Okay, so people are gonna disagree. The best ballad of all time is When Love and Hate Collide.
For a ballad?
Of all time?
Oh, I need more time for this one.
Yeah.
I can't do this one on the spot. I used to know a bunch of
You're
ballads.
talking about the 80s. That's all the 80s was about.
No, Love and Hate Collide was not in the 80s.
No, I'm just talking about, you said of all time. I'm just thinking. 100
Oh, there were some good ones in the 80s, for sure. Like anything Peter Cetera did with fucking anybody. Oh, wait. The only band that comes close to Def Leppard is still better, but the only band that comes close to Def Leppard and harmonize, Chicago.
Would you consider them a rock band, though?
Chicago? Absolutely. Especially the early stuff.
I mean, you're putting them right up there with ELO and all them. I mean, I guess they're rock bands, yeah. But
they were a big band, but they were a rock band. Because before, what's his name?
Progressive rock. They were doing a whole lot.
Yeah, they were hard rock until Terry Kath died, and then David Foster came in and did all the balladies. But before that, they were like their old stuff was all hard rock.
What about REO Speedwagon?
They were all right.
Nothing better than me.
Huh?
Oh, so Jamie knows them better than me.
Yeah, I know REO Speedwagon way better than Jay. They were also until that fucking until that, what the hell, I don't remember the name of the song, but that Heard It From a Friend Who Heard It From a Friend Who Heard It From a Friend. Before that, they were hard rock too.
They were,
and they were good.
Yeah.
And since you haven't heard it, Jay, I highly recommend you look up REO Speedwagon earlier stuff.
You'll dig them, man. You'll dig them.
I'm sure you have a couple CDs I could borrow of theirs.
Jay, I might lose you here. So this question, I'll say it specifically for Amy. Deep Purple,
okay,
with or without David Coverdale?
Really?
Without, they fit better. They really do. David Coverdale's fine on his own with Whitesnake and all that. I like what they did with the guy that took him over.
For me, I only ever heard Jay still in shock that David Coverdale was in Deep Purple.
I honestly didn't know. I'm sorry.
for me, I never heard the David Coverdale stuff. Like, I always knew he was there, but I never heard it until a few years ago, and I heard it, and I'm like, this is fucking awesome.
It's good, but I like him without.
I like Deep Purple way before Smoke on the Water.
Oh, you're going way back.
Yeah, man.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, I like that old stuff.
Yeah. That's when Kansas was big and all them. Yeah.
Fuck. Okay. Other than, we were literally talking about this the other day. Other than Carry On My Wayward Son and Dust in the Wind, what the fuck does Kansas have?
I was going to look this one up. I know there's another one.
There's 2 or 3 other ones I just can't. I mean, at least.
But that's all they got. Like, they had nothing else. Now, Carry On My Wayward Son is a fucking amazing song.
Yeah.
Like, from top to bottom, that's an amazing song. I even kind of like Dust in the Wind, as boring as it is sometimes. But I didn't like really anything else by for no reason. Like, it just didn't. Those are the only 2 things that they had that resonated with. So, Jay,
yeah.
While you were away, the title for this one, I think we came up with Off the Rails.
Off the Rails.
This one this one's been crazy. Like, I've been outside and inside, and you've been,
Well, I really thought we were going to start out with the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I wanted to hear what you had to say about all.
Oh, no. I'm saving that. We're not doing that yet.
Okay. I was just wondering, because I was like, I'm buying it a bit. I'm waiting. I can't wait.
No, I don't know if I like this now, because that shit-eating grin he just had on his face. No, I'm saving that.
I'm saving that.
I don't
That
like
is
what he's
for
planning
closer
now.
to October.
Oh.
You're gonna what?
That's closer to October.
Oh, I don't think Eamon can wait that long.
Oh, I can wait.
Okay, me too, because I fucking know how it's gonna end for me.
It'll be a spooky Halloween, man.
Not that late.
If it doesn't involve Eddie, it ain't worth doing.
Well, you already know who's going in this year, but that's That's different.
No, you've already told me who. That doesn't mean I know,
Yes.
because I don't remember.
Okay, so that's different. That's
So what's
later
going to
on.
happen is I'm literally not going to know. And then you're going to tell me all this shit, and I'm going to fucking snap. Because it's probably wrong, I'm guessing, by your reaction to that. What
I still
country
never
artist
got
is
to.
going in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame now?
I still never got to answer what I listen to when I cook.
Well, hurry up then. We went off the rails. You asked that question like fucking an hour ago, dude.
Yeah, I think I'm the only one who listens to more of like a hard rock thing.
I said metal.
Yeah, well, what most of us would consider a little bit lighter.
Well, hey, would you say your best ballad was?
What was you mentioned a ballad. I said I gotta look it up.
When Love and Hate Collide.
Oh, Love and Hate Collide.
Yeah. No, I need more time to figure that one out.
First of all, it's Def Leppard, and they harmonize geniusly.
True.
If that's even a word.
Well, we can make it a word. That happens often.
No, I'm not 15. We're not just gonna make up our own shit. It's fire. Okay, we need to fucking. I'm gonna get in so much.
Well, we are about an hour and a half in, so hour and a bit in. So it's pretty much, we can call that an episode for this. It's been pretty long. We'll save some stuff for again. So feel free to check us out at jaysbasement.com. Make sure to follow, rate, like, and all that fun stuff for our videos or audio on Spotify or wherever you listen to your podcasts. And you can reach us by a comment section on the Jay's Basement website as well. If you want to leave any comments for us, they go directly to us so we can read them. Until then, say goodbye, guys.
Goodbye.
And we'll talk to you later.